Hi folks, it's 7:45 in the morning. It's the 19th of August 2014. Looking at what's going on in the sky, and I note straight away the upcoming conjunction of Mars and Saturn in Scorpio, taking place around 17, 18, 19 degrees of Scorpio. Mars is bringing its capacity for physical endurance and not so much feisty and fiery energy as more physical perseverance, endurance, stamina and bloody-mindedness. That's Mars in Scorpio for you. It's conjoining with Saturn in Scorpio, and Saturn in Scorpio is the energy that's going, right, let's deal with these structures around fear and phobia and sex and dirt and corruption and bring them all to the surface. Saturn's there every 29 years for 2.5 years. Saturn and Mars together is seen as quite a militaristic aspect much of the time, in that it's often associated with anger management, violence and times of extreme physical effort. However, there's also a positive side to a Mars-Saturn conjunction, in that it does give the capacity for incredible self-discipline, and especially in Scorpio, the willingness to go to the bottom and bring things up from the bottom into the light for them to be cleansed, purged and hopefully eliminated in the most positive of ways. It's going to affect a number of people. It's going to affect Scorpionic people, obviously, especially those born around the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th of November, and similarly it's also going to affect those people born on the same dates in May, the 10th to the 13th, where it will be opposite their sun. So it's going to be a degree of frustration, irritation and impatience, where these people will want to take actions but they can't, or if they do it will be catastrophic. So there is a degree of patience needed here, and this Mars-Saturn conjunction is going to have a particularly strong effect upon a few sub-generations. Here I'm looking primarily at the generation born in 1964 and 65, who were born with Neptune at the end of the second decade of Scorpio, where Mars and Saturn in the next few days will land on their Neptune. So the whole generation of 64, 65 is going to get their imagination, their fantasies, their dreams, and their relationship with spirituality coming up for a test, an examination, and assessment over the coming week or so. Similarly, the generation born in 1978 and 1979, who have got Uranus at the end of the second decade of Scorpio. Mars-Saturn passing on this generation's Uranus is going to force them in a way into taking some type of choice or challenge about maintaining the regularity, consistency and stability of their life so far, and revolutionizing their limitations in a way that's quite incisive. And then there's a later generation of 1990 and 1991, born with Pluto in these degrees, and now Mars-Saturn will pass on those people's Pluto, creating possibly a degree of minor rebellion, angst, feistiness and fieriness over the coming few days for these people, but nothing majorly to write home about. Scorpio is a sign that's most commonly associated with power issues, whether that power is financial, sexual, political or military. And bearing in mind the ongoing situations of warfare in the world and the association of both Saturn and Scorpio with Russia, it wouldn't surprise me if situations involving the Ukraine were to reach once again a standoff point over this weekend. But do I see it as erupting into war? No, I'd be surprised, to be honest. Mars-Saturn is a powerful force. It's not to be trifled with, and you need to look at the 16 to 20, 16 to 19 degrees of Scorpio in your own horoscope and say, okay, so what's it dealing with? What does it do? But wherever it is, it's bringing things to the surface in a way that's strong, strident, powerful, and it's not going to lie, and neither is it going to connive or conceal. So if anything does come up for you over the coming week or so that seems to be coming up from either your or other people's subterranean depths around you, then don't be scared to deal with it, because as with everything about level of poison, it's better out than in. And later today, I'm going to record another video out on the street. It is time for the Astrologer's Ice Bucket Challenge. Catch you later.